Hey friends, we recently received a message from Felix Angelov, who is the creator of a Flutter block package, regarding our block-to-block communication video. Let's jump on the message and see what he said. He commented that using block-to-block communication is not recommended, and he shared the documentation link for the Flutter block library to show what to do instead. So let's go to the documentation and see what should be doing instead of block-to-block communication, and why we shouldn't be doing block-to-block communication in the first place. So here the documentation. In the documentation, he says that we shouldn't be doing block-to-block communication because making two blocks, two siblings, depending on each other, is not good, and it will make it harder to maintain the code in the future. And let's see the diagram. So in our case, we had permission qubit, location qubit, and app lifecycle qubit in the application layer, and we had our application layer app lifecycle qubit and permission qubit depending on one another. The permission qubit was listening to the uh, app lifecycle qubit and taking some action accordingly. This is not good, and instead he comes up with some suggestions. Let's go over
And
them.
be-
Yeah.
before we jump on to suggestions, one of the reasons why he mentions this is not a good practice is because they're sibling qubits, and they shouldn't know about each other. And when they know about each other, they become tightly coupled, which will create, as you mentioned, both maintenance problems in the future when we change one of the qubits or its state, or when we are writing tests, it will cause as a problem as well. And I agree with him. I mean, it might look not too bad because we are basically just listening to a stream, but it's not the correct thing to do. I'm curious about the solutions that he suggested.
Okay. So, like as you mentioned, like a block is a stream, a qubit is a stream, and you can listen one another. And you may be tempted to do this, and we were tempted to do this, and you will not receive any error when you do this. But it is something wrong, and in the future you will have issues maintaining your code. So instead, what he's suggesting is, instead of making two uh, application layer component depending on each other, one suggestion is to handle this communication on the presentation layer, where we have a block listener. Once event A happens in block A, the block B listens to it and takes an action accordingly. The other method is that we create a repository, and the block will communicate to a repository. Let's go over here.
Both of the blocks will connect to the same repository, right? Instead of connecting to each other.
So right now we have the app lifecycle qubit. Now we are going to remove that, and we will have our permission qubit here, and we are going to create a new thing in our domain layer called application lifecycle service, and it will have its own implementation. So our permission qubit will depend on a domain layer service rather than another block or qubit, whatever. So I know this is something abstract, so let's jump to the code and resolve this. It will be easier to understand there. Okay, now we are here. Let's see where the dependency occurs and how we can get rid of it. As you see, we have an app lifecycle subscription here. We open the subscription here. We listen to it and see if is resumed state changes. And when is resumed state changes, we check if the permission is granted and update our state. And let's go to the app lifecycle qubit. And inside this, we use the widget binding observer so that we can override this did change app lifecycle state method. And when we receive an event here, we update our state to one of these, is whether it can be resumed or background. So to implement this, let's go to domain and then create a new folder called app life cycle and create a new interface here. App life cycle service. Uh, let's put I to denote interface, as we did here, as I location service, I permission service, whatever.
You forgot the extension of Dart.
Yes, let's fix that. Okay, now let's start implementing the interface. Abstract class app lifecycle service as recommended by Cursor AI. And it automatically suggested me to do the refactor, and it gave me a is resumed stream. And maybe we can use this, or like we can use something else. It doesn't matter. Maybe we should also have something for like is resumed to do one-time checks. And we have the stream. Like I'm just going to do the refactory for the scope of this video. I will not add any extra new features. Now I am opening the infrastructure and right app life cycle. App life cycle. This will be the place where we have our actual implementation. Now let's implement this. Okay, Cursor recommended me the implementation. Okay, so we have our service that implements the interface that we put. Let's put the imports here. Oh, why are we missing this?
The mixin. We need to add the
Oh,
mixin.
yes. Yes. We just binding, was it we just binding observer or something else?
Let's cheat from the qubit class. I don't remember.
Yes. Me neither. Oh, we just binding observer, yes. Let's just copy it.
Oh,
What is the
you
issue?
need to change. You need to put implements after with after the
Ah.
yeah. Yeah, that's one of Dart's rules.
Okay. But I still cannot access this. What is the issue?
Is it the correct name, Erkan? Can you check from the qubit again?
Maybe like Cursor put it mistakenly.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
we override a method. Yeah.
oh, okay. So we should simply like have something like this. When you write code with AI, sometimes it makes mistakes like this. So I will open this like
But
this.
actually, that's a instead of overriding a stream, doesn't widgets binding give us directly this on change method or on app lifecycle change method? Maybe it has
I
something
don't
similar.
think so, but let's check. App handle app lifecycle change, but it's something void. I don't think so. I don't think that they give
Yeah.
something like this. So okay, now we have. Oh, we are overriding this thing here.
Erkan, can you look at that void method again? It doesn't matter if it is void. It matters what the arguments are. I just want to see it.
This is the argument. It only has this
No, no,
lifecycle
no.
state.
The handle one in the instance method, the
This
one
one?
that you just tried. Yeah, widget bindings dot instance dot you found something there, handle something handle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Called
it
when
gives you the state.
application.
We
It
might
is.
use this instead of.
Mm,
Is this not correct?
yes, but what is the difference between this and this?
I mean, in the method one, we don't even need to use the mixin, as far as I understand, and use the override, but
Mhm.
it's just a different way. Yeah, just continue with your
I
way then,
mean,
with our
I think
previous one.
in order to not confuse people, let's just keep the previous way because it's not in
Okay.
the scope. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to send the is resumed state in a stream and return it from here as well. Maybe put a stream controller called is resume controller as suggested by cursor. And whenever app lifecycle state changes, we send if it is changed, like we are adding the event to here. And in the stream, we can return this. Oh, okay. What does, what do you suggest? Okay, if we have access to something like this, we just binding instance lifecycle state, we can use this. I don't think that we should be removing this, right,
Setting our
Aytunç?
controller. Yeah, I mean, we can use the is resume controller's last known value as well. But if
Mhm.
widget bindings is giving us this value out of the box, I think
I
it's
think it
better to use.
does. I think it does. So I don't
Yeah.
see a value in changing this. Okay.
Now, there's one thing, since we are using this method, uh, in the constructor, we are adding ourselves as the observer. Exactly.
Mhm.
I was going to say now we need to take care of closing the service also, right?
But we don't have. This is not a block or qubit anymore. It doesn't have an
Yeah,
method that we can
it will
override.
not be an or. Yeah, I mean, in the interface file we can have a close method, but we don't have a mm, correct place to close this. But let's keep it there.
Yeah, okay. Why is it crying here? Oh, this because it's not async. Okay, yes. And also close the stream controller. Just remove this. Yeah, currently we don't have a place to close this. Let's add this. Maybe in the future we have an implementation for that as well. Okay, Aytunç, what do you think right now? Do you think that it can replace our existing qubit?
Seems like, yeah, I think it's a good refactor.
And
Let's
let's
see.
put a lazy singleton here to register it to get it as well for dependency injection. Now let's finalize the refactor. I'm adding an app lifecycle service here. Actually, cursor is doing everything and removing this and doing this. Oh, okay. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just pressing tab. I'm not writing any code. Yes, we added this app lifecycle service from the constructor. Okay, now we are listening to app lifecycle is resumed stream, and depending on the response, we are taking action. Actually, we don't even need the this is resumed getter. We can leave it as it is. I think it can be useful in the future. And I think this should be it, right? We can
Yep.
now delete this, and if everything is working fine, we are doing things right. Everything is not doing right because in the app widget we were providing this qubit. Now we will get rid of this.
Erkan, because of the lazy singleton, I think we might need to do build runner
Yes.
and yeah, register it.
Oh, what was the full command of run build runner? I don't remember. Okay. Okay, I will just where is the apply button? It should show me the button. Yes. I will just press this and it will run the command on terminal. And hopefully we will be error free after this. Hmm. Okay, we have just one more mistake. I put the lazy singleton annotation, but I haven't told the injectable that we are going to register this as app lifecycle service. So let's do that. And now we should finish without an error.
Okay, now at this point, our permission qubit is not talking to app lifecycle qubit because we don't have an app lifecycle qubit anymore. Instead, app lifecycle qubit is transformed into a service, and any qubit who wants to use app lifecycle state will be talking to this repository or service, whatever you want to call it, from now on. And this means that there is no tightly coupling anymore.
Exactly. So we resolved the issue, and now it's more maintainable, and it is more like how Felix wanted it to be. Uh, this is it for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and send like and your comments. We appreciate that.
And I want to send my best regards to Felix Angelov, a great engineer and a great person. So
We love you,
take
Felix.
care, everyone.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.